how we do. Return to the noise is how we do. How we do. You know it's how we do.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Crown Peach Show. I'm your host Chris, and with me today is a funny guy named Young Beavz. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, thanks for being here. I know you're a busy guy.
No, it's all good. Always make time, for the homies.
I appreciate that. But on top of being a content creator, a TikTok star with like 9 million views, you're also a stand-up comedian, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is there anything else I missed off the resume?
Just a cool guy, I would say that.
Look at this. Yep, already at home in the studio.
Already humbled. Huh?
Just a cool guy. So 9 million views on TikTok. Tell me about that.
So the way it all happened, the backstory, let's say, was because so I'm doing Instagram, and like my homie Cholo Joe, he was like one of my inspirations, right? Mm-hmm. He would always like push me to go live, and I hated going live because it was like I was like, man, I don't want to do that. Like, what am I supposed to tell these people?
It's scary going live.
Exactly.
You might have a moco on your nose or something. Like,
and they're so quick to tell you your forehead looks big,
right?
Your chin is out of place. You got a hair coming out of your ear. You know what I mean? But he would always push me. He'd be like, go live, like go.
Yeah.
So I started going live on Instagram. So my daughter was following me on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. She tells me about this new platform, which is TikTok. I had never in my life heard about it. I was like, what the hell? Like, so I started little by little, like wiggling my way in there. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Dad, you're funny. Like, you got to put some of your comedy on there, not just dancing. Because I'm over here dancing like Richard Simmons and shit, right?
And wait, how old was she when she told you about TikTok?
13. She was 13.
13. And she's telling you you're funny.
Exactly.
At that age, you have to believe them because they're little jerks at that age. They don't say nothing nice.
They don't hold nothing back. And at first, I was like, the little kid wants some shoes or something, right? But
or would she break?
Yeah, right. But she actually believed in me, so I did it. So she helped me create my TikTok account, and I did it. And I started little by little, like putting some of my stuff up, right? Mm-hmm. And the 9 million views came because my whole comedy is from like real events that happened.
Real life.
Let's say when I got arrested, or if I bombed at a club, or something happened at a club and I was acting out of line. Like, I feel like that's what makes it funny because it's real. People
can relate to real, and they can tell when it's real life or when it's written out jokes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So my 9 million views came from, I was with this girl, right? And it was like supposedly like a match made in heaven, whatever, right? And she ended up being a psycho, right? We all been with those psychopaths.
Wait, what do they call them nowadays? Toxicas?
Toxicas, God. God bless all their souls, man,
Right?
We all love them, right?
Pray for them.
Exactly. Fucking
pray for the guys that they end up with.
Yeah. So I hooked up with this girl, and we did the whole marriage thing, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it was all bad. And one day she ends up stabbing me. She stabs me. Why? Because we had got into an argument, and I'm one of those guys. I'm so like passive, right? She was like going off, like whoa, and I'm just like whatever. I'm gonna go make a sandwich, and she's like, I'm trying to fight with you right here, and I'm like, I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
Oh my God!
So I go to the kitchen and I make a grilled cheese, like totally turning her f off, right? Yeah. And she uses the old reverse psychology on me. She tells me, hey, you know what? Because I don't know why, but when I make a sandwich, I like cutting it in half. Mm-hmm. I'm like a little baby.
Wait. In half or diagonal?
No, in half. Like, I don't know why I like everything cut in half. I'm weird like that, right? So she sees me about to cut my sandwich. She goes, oh, baby, no. Let me cut it for you. So I'm thinking, all right, she's going to redeem herself. She doesn't want to fight no more. Hell no. It was a setup.
So she said, let me cut it for you.
Yeah,
and then she cut you.
No. She gets the knife. And worst of all is I know she meant to stab me because it was a butter knife. So, to stab somebody with a butter knife is hard. So she hits me in my arm. And then I'm just like, God damn, this crazy girl just stabbed me.
And she cut you with the butter knife.
She stabbed me with the butter knife.
That bitch is strong.
Yeah. So, but I've been in prison. So I've been stabbed and all that. So I was like, not even tripping on it. I was like, this crazy girl. I threw the knife and I just like put some tape on my arm.
Stop. Did that piss her off even more that you still weren't reacting to her?
Yeah, because I was so chill about it. Mm-hmm. So she was like tripping, and I put the whole story on TikTok and it went viral. Because I feel like everybody has been in a toxic relationship.
In that situation,
And it was just funny because I feel like as people, we want to laugh at the next man's misery.
Yeah.
That's what's funny,
And we want to say, okay, it's not just us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
How many people have not had their windows shattered by a crazy girl?
Yeah.
Their cars keyed. So I feel like that's what was relatable.
Or how many girls haven't been that girl?
Yeah, following a guy.
Oh God.
Trying to break his cell phone code.
Right.
And that's what really gave me my break on TikTok. That video
was a real life story.
And even to this day, that's all I say. I always say stories about like girls that I've been with.
Yeah.
And, I feel like it's funny, because we've all made bad choices.
Because people can relate to it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're either the crazy person or the person that dealt with the crazy.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. That's some crazy shit. So how are you now, personal relationship-wise?
Relationship-wise, I'm blessed. I have a good partner. We're engaged. I'm happy. I'm in a happy place now.
Yeah. It sure seems like it, and it shows all over you.
Yeah,
and I was blessed to meet his other half, and she's amazing. Like, you can tell that you two are yin and yang.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the perfect way to describe us.
Yeah, because you are a funny guy, creative, but she seems like the one that keeps it all together.
Exactly. She's a glue.
And moving forward, do you know what I mean? Because
exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure you enjoy being funny, but at the end of the day, it's a business too.
It is.
You know what I mean? So I like her already. I might steal her and go have a drink or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, girl, rub off on me your
she's
energy.
Good people. She puts the business in, because
she puts the business in the funny.
In the funny business, exactly.
Funny business.
I'm over here working for pizza and beer, and
she's like, hell
come on,
no.
ask for gas money, homie. Come on.
Yeah, she knows your worth.
Yeah,
which is amazing. I love that. Wow. So 9 million views. All of your videos you share on Instagram and TikTok are real life.
Yeah, all of them actually. Yeah, either like past relationships or situations I've been in, or just what I dealt with. Because I have a skit that I do when because I got beat up by the cops before, right? And I'm from the hood, so I was used to that, right?
Yeah.
So when I shared that whole skit, the whole joke, I just looked at it like, instead of thinking of like the bad things, I thought about like how my outfit was. How they ruined my outfit by getting beat up. And I feel like it's all comes from like trying to see the positive in the negative.
Yeah. Where do you think that comes from in you? Because you said you grew up in the hood. You've been with toxic girls.
Yeah.
I know from looking into you that you've served time. What is it in you that you think keeps you so positive?
I would say it's the fact that I grew up with nothing, and now that I'm actually getting something, I'm learning to appreciate it, and I feel like if you're raised with nothing, when you get little things, even if it's something like a chain, a watch, or whatever it may be, you appreciate it more.
Yeah, for sure.
And you just always look at the bright side. Growing up poor, you're like, at least we got beans.
Yeah.
At least we got cereal.
Oh, thank God, you got beans out there tonight.
We got cereal. We're good.
Good.
I love beans. Yeah.
Okay, good. Me too.
So
I love food in general. That's why I feed everybody that comes here.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's not easy though. It's not easy to be that kind of person that's optimistic and positive. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in LA, but I was raised in Baldwin Park. So.
Okay. So how did you get from that to being incarcerated? Growing up in Baldwin Park, and then did you serve time as a juvenile?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And then did you serve time as an adult?
As an adult also.
See, I learned my lesson in juvenile hall.
Yeah. No, I was
real quick.
Kid, yeah. I just looked at it like it was a vacation.
Okay.
It sounds funny, but I mean,
no, but if that's your truth, that's how you look at it.
I felt like, you're a kid, so you just like whatever makes you comfortable, you do it, So I would go to jail and then I'd come back on the streets and it was like a vacation.
So
like get to explore the world.
So it made you appreciate the real world more, maybe, or did you appreciate taking a break?
I kind of liked being in jail. I mean, it sounds weird, but I just like the to get away from society.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that you liked the structure of being incarcerated?
I would say that I like the discipline.
Discipline.
Like somebody telling you, hey, get up,
Yeah.
do this. And like I feel on the streets, nobody tells you. I mean, if you're not gonna go to work, you don't go to work.
Yeah.
Nobody, unless you get evicted and all that, which is later on, but that's when you're an adult. But I feel like it does embed like a certain like get up, go to work.
Yeah.
It just helps you,
It's like military.
Exactly. It's what you make of it.
Exactly.
It's either gonna mess you up or do good for you, and I just used it to the good.
Yeah. How old were you the first time you were?
I was like 11 years old, 12 years old.
11? Wow. Okay, what did you do?
I did when I first started going to jail, it was like minor stuff, like probation violations.
But what did you do to first get on probation?
I took a knife to school. Little kids are dumb, take knives, do dumb things, like regular stuff.
They still do stupid stuff.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That. They still do. Yeah.
Look
I
at
just
my
wanted to show
dad's
my friend.
gun. Yeah,
I wanted to show my friend. Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like that's why I did it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I say, I didn't really have friends growing up. And, like I didn't really feel, everybody says that being popular is nothing, but when you're little kid and you're unpopular, it's something.
Yeah.
And that's what it was with me. You know,
Or when you're constantly the new kid at school, do you know what I mean?
Plus, I was poor. I had no gear. You know, my all my clothes were like hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
So I hated it.
So you have siblings then, if you had hand-me-downs? Okay, where
Exactly.
do you fall in your siblings?
I'm the middle child.
Oh, the middle child.
Yeah, so it's problematic. Yeah.
So you had 2 older brothers,
I have
sisters?
2 older brothers and 2
older
younger
brothers.
sisters.
Holy hell, 2 older brothers.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Only one of them lived with us because the other one got kidnapped by my dad and all that.
Oh, shit.
It was a big old craziness.
Yeah, that's some Jerry Springer right there.
Yeah, it was.
Rest in peace, Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So 11 years old. You beat me by like 3 years.
A couple years.
Yeah, for sure. And I learned my lesson real quick. Like I gotta shower with all of those bitches. Like, what do you mean I can't just go get a sandwich? Like I learned really quick. So 11 years old, you did time in juvenile hall. When was your first time incarcerated as an adult?
As an adult, as soon as I got out of YA, like 19.
Oh my God, you went right back?
Right back. I was out for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I've heard that a lot. I've interviewed quite a few people and I have personal friends that they go right back.
Yeah, because you're like, I mean, you're not thinking right, you know, plus you're immature. You know, I feel like if you don't really experience life, you're not mature.
I also think that it's also the transition.
Yeah, you're not used to it. It's a hard transition.
Yeah, you know? and it's raw because, I mean, I can speak from experience. I picked my daughter up at 2 a.m. They just kicked her out with all her money.
That's what they do.
And that was like, hey, there you go. Good luck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no help transitioning.
There's not.
Because you can't go from being incarcerated to, you know, being free. What was your longest stint?
The longest I did was 7 years.
See that? I knew that word, stint.
Yeah.
So 7 years is your longest as an adult.
As a juvenile.
As a juvenile, 7 years.
Yeah, I did 7 years.
Holy hell. I would have never guessed that just because
I was like,
you
keeps
were
me young. That's why I got my good skin, homie. Come
right.
on.
No sun,
This ain't
huh?
no Neutrogena. This ain't low.
That's conditioner, huh? That you got from the girls.
That's CDC at its finest, man.
Yeah, that's like that's no sun.
Yeah,
to keep your skin fresh. But not only that, like you're optimistic and your spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
It just shines through your face and your eyes. You're just glowing with positivity. And someone that served time, like I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, no, I always been optimistic, you know, like whether it was in there or here, like I always look at, you know how they say, look at the cup half full.
Oh yeah, half full, or look at the bright side. Yeah,
you have to be positive because there's so much negative against you already. You know?
And it's so easy to fall into the negative and get stuck there, you know. And then our mindset and stuff. What I tell my children is what you think you believe you become.
Exactly. Your mind is powerful.
Exactly. It's a powerful thing. And then, you know, I tell people, look at the bright side. And if you can't find it, then be it.
Yeah.
Then be the bright side. Force yourself. It's hard, but you could do it.
Yeah, you could.
So going from incarcerated for 7 years, when did you find the comedy bug?
The whole comedy thing came to me like after a lot of incarceration because I went 7 years, then I did another five, and I had kids in between. But I kind of felt lost. Like I would go to work and I was like, this is cool, but like I felt like it wasn't really me. Like I've always liked to work. I'm still a hard worker, all that good stuff, pay taxes, all that, right? But I just felt like there was something else calling me. So one day I went to a Felipe Esparza show, right?
Okay.
And it was like in 2017, give or take, right? I go and I pay VIP, whatever, to meet the guy.
Oh, nice.
Because I had heard he grew up like as a homie in East LA, all that, right? So I go and they're like, oh, we gonna take pictures, questions, whatever, right? So I was like, I want to ask this fool a question. He's like, who's that fool? So, you know, he talks like that, whatever. So we're talking and I was like, hey, like, I want to ask you a serious question. He's like, I don't swing that way. You know, it's all weird. And I was like, nah, like, you think I could be a comedian? And he's like, it'd be funny. He's like, because the way you look, people are supposed to be scared of you. Like, if you could do it, that'd be funny.
Yeah, it'd be great.
So that thought stayed with me. But, you know, being Latino, you're a hypocrite off the bat. You know, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get this done. But you never do it. So years went by. I never did it, right? I go to the Sunset Room in the city of Hacienda Heights. I'm working as an electrician at a company, right? And, you know, people always talk a good one. And I was like, yeah, guys, one day I'm going to sign up for this open mic. And I never did it. Yeah. So one of my coworkers signs me up. So I'm right there in the Sunset Room and they're like, Victor Zapata, come up. And I'm like, why the hell are they calling my name? Like, I thought I had lost my cell phone. Yeah. At the time I was doing cocaine.
You thought you won a bucket of beer, huh?
No, something crazy. I used to do cocaine. So I'm thinking, dude, somebody's doing cocaine or something crazy, right? And they're like, nah, it's for the open mic. And I was like, oh, shit. So I go up there and I instantly fell in love, man. Like I just to be like up there, I felt like it was like a different kind of energy, you know, like something that I always wanted, you know.
Yeah.
So
it hit the spot.
Exactly. And then from the Sunset Room, I met my homie Cholo Joe, and he was also a homie, R.I.P.
Yeah,
and,
rest in peace.
he's the one that really started mingling with me, because just the fact that I was from the streets, I'd been incarcerated, plus I was drinking a lot, partying, like I was getting thrown out of clubs. Like people,
Stop it! I can't even
I
picture
swear
that.
to God, because I'd be like doing drugs in the clubs, having sex in the bathroom.
Shut up!
I was
really?
ghetto. I was ghetto. Like this didn't happen overnight. You know what I mean?
Holy hell!
Yeah. So Joe would always tell me, "Hey, bro, you can't like sleep with your fans, bro." Like, but I was doing it. I was like, "All right, she likes me. Let's go to the bathroom." I was dumb.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a lesson that I had to
it's
learn.
not-
The way I looked at it was like he would always tell me like, you can't give a poor person a golden nugget. Why? Because if that person's been poor all their life, they're gonna get that golden nugget and do nothing with it.
Yeah.
They're gonna waste it all over again. He'd always tell me all the money goes to the rich people. Why? Because they know how to make it. They know how to maintain it.
They know how to save
and
it.
I used to think he was dumb. I was like, this fool's crazy as hell. But now that I'm older and I really think about like how he would talk to me, I'm like, dude, this fool was knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Like he was literally trying to help me from sabotaging my career, and that's what I do now. Now I'm more professional about it. I take it serious. I'm not grabbing ass. I'm not doing dumb things like that.
Yeah.
Because it's cool.
It's dumb, and those things can get you in trouble.
Exactly. You
Big
mess around,
time.
get bribed. Somebody sends a sex tape to my wife.
Oh my
you know what I mean?
God! Did that happen? Did that really happen?
No, but imagine that'd be funny.
I was like, Lord
and
Jesus.
I could only blame myself, right? So now I'm more conscious of that.
Yeah.
You got the light, do something good with the light.
Yeah.
That's what I do now.
Yeah, because everything you do in the dark comes to light.
Everything. Even if it was like 10 years ago. They're gonna be like, you remember this one time you sent me this picture at 1 in the morning?
Right.
We're going to talk about
I had
it.
half your face in it, huh?
Yeah. You have to, if you're going to do stuff like that, cover your face. That's all I
Exactly.
gotta
Don't
say.
have no tattoos.
Be
We can
smart.
identify you.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I heard you don't do things like that.
Yeah. We had a friend of a friend.
A friend of a friend. I heard from somebody that you don't do things like that. Oh my gosh. I love hearing all this about you because, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, you can't. I agree with that.
But I think that what Esparza said to you about if you look like this and you can be funny, that's gold.
And I feel like the reason why I did it was because when I met Joe, there's a lot of different people who grew up hood, right? And all of them, like I won't say their names, and they're like already big. They would always tell me that's not gonna work. Like people are gonna look at you.
Can I ask you a question? Are they Hispanic?
Yeah,
Are they Mexican?
Latinos.
Yes.
They'll be like, that whole cholo thing doesn't work. This is before it really hit like now.
Yeah.
Now it's more accepted. Now there's shows on Hulu and all that, right? I was doing it with people like, get this guy out of here. And they would even tell me like shorts. They would say, never wear shorts to a podcast or a show because supposedly it draws attention bad to the comedian.
Oh.
So now that's all I wear, shorts.
No, you have to be comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna wear slacks.
Yeah, and
I mean,
then
if I do, it's because I'm getting like married or
married or
my
an
daughter's
award,
quinceañera, right? I would always tell people, if I make it, I'm gonna make it how I am.
Yeah, you have
drinking
to
Bud
stay
Light,
true.
looking the way I look, talking the way I talk. Why should I change the way I am to make it?
Yeah, then that's not authentic.
Exactly.
And you're not going to be truly happy.
Exactly.
Because you're watering
I'm gonna feel
yourself
fake.
down.
I'm
Do you
gonna
know what I
feel
mean?
fake.
Yeah. No, I hear you. We're going to take a really quick break. And during this break, you're going to see a clip of Young Beavz do his thing on stage.
Thank you. So I'm making a grilled cheese, right? And I see this hyena come out in underwears, and I'm like, oh, now she's gonna wanna right? Pura pinche mentira, right? She goes, baby, I'm so sorry. She tries to cut my grilled cheese, right? And when she gets it, right, she gets the knife. And I'm thinking she's gonna be a good girl and cut the grilled cheese for me. Pura pinche mentira. This fucking hyena gets the fucking knife and stabs me in the fucking arm, man. She stabs me in the arm, and I'm just looking at my fucking arm bleeding, and I'm like, God damn, I fucking just got stabbed. I've been stabbed before and shot. So I'm just like, damn, this bitch fucking stabbed me, right? And she goes, how do you like that, motherfucker? And I'm like, you know what? If I wasn't so fucking hungry, I'd stab you back. But I can't stab nobody on an empty stomach. So I pull the knife out, I clean it. My arm's leaking. I cut the grilled cheese because she didn't fucking finish cutting the grilled cheese, stupid ass hood rat. So I eat my grilled cheese, and then she goes, you don't even got a first aid kit, so you're And I was like, I'm Mexican, bitch. I don't need a fucking first aid kit. So I get the fucking napkin, the Bounty, the quicker picker upper. I put it on my arm. I tape it with some tape. I put some straight Scotch tape on my fucking arm, man. And then she's looking at me. She goes, you're a fucking animal. And I was like, exactly, bitch. Don't fuck with the best. I was like, I don't need a first aid kit. That's for fucking white people.
Only wanna share with y'all like a bird of a bear for y'all.
And we're back from the break. I hope you guys enjoyed Young Beavz. So, what's going on right now in the present?
Right now, the things that I'm doing is actually I have a book that's gonna be released. It's called. I've been working on it for like a good year or so. It's called Misled Kids. It's based on my incarceration from like 11 to 19. All the time that I did right there. Yeah. It just gives you like more in depth into my life. You know, so that's what I have. What I'm working on. And as far as my goals, I want to make it a 3-part series.
Okay.
So that'll be the first one. Second, I've always had like a niche to be like a speaker. As long as I mean, my speech is not that great, but I love like when you speak to somebody and like to see the people when you get that message out.
Yeah. So, and you see things click in them, like
exactly.
Like it touched
like
them.
The light bulb, you know.
So like a motivational speaker.
I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to go like to colleges and schools.
Yeah.
And because I feel like we're all like we're all in life searching to be somebody. You know, and I looked at it like I wasted 25 years in jail trying to be a somebody when I was already a somebody. Yeah. I was a kid. I was a son. I was a dad. You know, I'm a provider. I'm a husband now. You know, and I feel like that's the message I wanna speak. You know, and the way I attack it with the whole comedy thing is because I love comedy. I love doing content. I love being on TikTok. I love the positive feedback I get.
Yeah.
So I want to go to the youth and tell them, like troubled youth, like, hey, instead of doing this, you know, you don't have to waste your time. Do what I'm doing.
Try this.
Find something that you love, whether it's comedy, whether it's school, you want to be a nurse, you want to be a doctor, whatever it is, you know. And that's how it all lands together, you know.
I love that. What's your book called again?
Misled Kids.
Misled Kids. Okay, and you want it to be a series?
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-part series.
3-part series. And what age reader? Like, who would it be? Parents that read it or kids that read it?
I would say maybe at least 13 and up because it's pretty graphic.
Nice.
Not super graphic, but it's pretty.
But it talks about
it talks about all the crazy stuff.
Your past.
Exactly.
Not the coke though, right?
No. Not really.
I didn't think so. Or the sex in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Not so much.
That was the whole comedy thing. That's gonna be the second part now.
Yeah. That's
actually the last part.
That's for the adults.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the book coming out. What else is going on in terms of shows?
Shows. I have a big show that I'm doing in Arizona next month. That's going to be at the Tempe Improv. And I'm going to do a show May 12th in Riverside. And a couple dates that I still got to lock in for like June, July, give or take.
Okay, nice. That's exciting. You were just at the event over in Adelanto.
Yes.
Yes, I seen you there. And a couple people like Chino, Mike, and stuff, and Angel were like, why aren't you backstage? I said, because I'm dancing right here in the front.
Yeah.
I was having such a good time in the front. Yeah. How did you land that event?
So I know the end of, and then the whole nationwide thing. And I know the attorney, Nicholas Rosenberg. So because of some criminal stuff that was going on, whatever, you know, it is what it is.
He had your back?
Yeah, he's a good guy, dude. He is. He tells it like it is. He was like, bro, because of your background, this, and this, I could do this, you know? So I was
he keeps it real. Yeah, just taking your money and promising you something.
He told me straight out, like, I could take your case, but it's better if you just do this.
Yeah.
You know? But he goes, if you want me to do it, I can still do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like that. He wasn't like, oh, you know, because I've had lawyers before. And he took my $5,000. And then I still went to jail.
Yeah, they promised you shit. Yeah.
Exactly. This guy told me like how it was. This.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's cool. That's refreshing. I thought you were going to jack me.
Right?
Yeah,
because that's more the norm of being jacked by these lawyers.
Yeah,
I know.
He keeps it straight up. He's going to tell you this, or you could get away with this. You can't do this, or let's move this.
That's awesome. What's his name again?
Attorney Rosenberg.
Attorney Rosenberg. Shout out.
Yeah,
if I need you, I know where to find you.
Yeah, exactly. Call him. He's good people.
Yeah.
And he's going to tell you what it is. I like that.
Yeah.
And he's not one of those guys that'll be like, oh, I only do these kind of cases. He takes all kinds of cases.
So is he a defense lawyer?
He's a defense lawyer, a criminal lawyer. He's good people. Really good people. If you meet him, he'll rub you the right way.
Is he single?
Maybe. Yeah, if he was, I'd be like,
my mom's complaining. It's not me. I don't give a shit. But my mom's like, she's single.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Is he out of Orange County or Riverside?
I'm not sure. I think he's out of LA. I'm not too. I can't even say specifics, but
cool.
Yeah, I've always met him through that. And then I seen him at the Adelanto show, and he's the one that, because they had told me they were going to give me a couple minutes, and I was like, you know what, I'll try it. And I have never done a show that big.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like something good for me.
There was a lot of people there, right?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I felt good. I seen Angel Ray, a lot of different, like familiar faces.
It feels so good, right? See so many familiar faces. So many.
Exactly.
We have Angel Ray in studio.
Yes.
We're so blessed. But yeah, that's what feels good about about going to events like that where there's so many familiar faces.
Yeah,
and
I feel like it makes you more comfortable.
It's like family. You feel like family. I was saying on one of the shows, a couple shows back, that I feel like this, like our generation, you know, you and Angel Ray, Romeo Reels, we're gonna make a dent or break that cycle of our culture putting each other down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's too much of that.
I feel like we're going to be the generation, the 30s to 40 somethings, that teach our younger, you know, people how to lift each other up. No matter how big or small the platform is, like there's room. Come on.
That's how I looked at it. Like there's always, I live by that, you know?
Yeah, like that's what this show is all about. It's like, I think you're talented. I think you've got a great energy, and I want to share it with my audience. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So the other person that we adore here is N-Dub.
Yeah, he's really good people.
Yeah.
He's good people.
Putting events like that together.
I met him and I did like 2-3 shows. Everywhere he goes, he's like, hey, come kick it.
Yeah.
Do like a little chill right there. I'm like, I like it. Because I feel like it's all networking.
Yeah, and it's positive and you feel like it's genuine.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
He's really
It's not fake. Yeah. We talked about that on here too, about you can tell when people are just trying to connect with you to get to the person behind you, you know, or above you, you know what I mean? Like the fakes. And you don't get that with N-Dub. You get authentic, real, and now you're part of the family.
Yeah, I agree.
So with that being said, when is your next big event like that in California?
I would say I'm actually trying to plan something maybe like in July, give or so.
Okay, so
that's gonna be like
availability.
More than likely I'm gonna do it because I've been doing like a lot of features in people's shows, but I feel like, you know, I have a not a super great big fan base, but I got good little following.
You got a fan base, bro.
So I feel like, you know, because I just did a show in January 7th, and I mean, I'm not gonna say whose names, but there was like maybe 3 promoters that were supposed to be with me. None of them came through. And at the end, you know, I'm with my lady and I'm like, pray. I hardly ever pray.
Yeah.
And I'm like praying to God. I was like, please, God, let these people come. I'm messaging. And at the end, you know, it came through. And, you know, it taught me like something really, really valuable. Like in the end of the day, the person who's going to fight for you the most is you.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I was so proud of myself because I was like 150 or 160 people that filled up my show.
That showed up.
Yeah. And it just me
by
selling
yourself.
them.
Yeah. You promoting yourself, right?
Exactly. It made me feel really good. And it proved to me that I was capable of doing it.
That if you have to do it alone, you could do it alone.
Exactly.
Well, with a really strong backup. Because I know.
It'd be even better.
Yeah. Janet is like. Yeah, I love it.
It'll be better. So now that I have like that, because you know how we all have that, we need that encouragement. So now that I feel that I can do it, I want to network with good people and just bring more to the table.
On the same page, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because people can say a lot of stuff, but they don't walk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm the kind of person that if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what I gotta do. I'm gonna make it happen.
You're highly motivated, and that's so it's so rare given your background. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I feel like you're such a positive energy and positive vibe. But how do you deal with the negative people or the negative comments, the negative energy that sometimes is around?
The negativity is hard, you know, especially like with my background. When I first started doing comedy, I was like real ignorant. I ain't gonna lie. I would be like on camera, like, all right, fool, pull up. Like that was so dumb, you know, doing dumb things like that.
Yeah.
And little by little, thanks to my wife and different positive people, like I learned to just let it go, you know?
Yeah.
Because as a person, you would think, oh, you know, words don't hurt. But the reality is they do.
They do.
They hurt. You know, people call me fat. I'm like, dude, I am fat, you know, like. This is a 3X. You know, I can't see my neck. I got weenies on my head.
Stop it.
It's true. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? These are happy weenies. Because I'm happy.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I tell people, like, I like to eat. So I like to eat. So I might look, and I don't know if you've seen, but on my story I put the other day, I said the camera adds built-in airbags. So no one crashes on these curves right here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I know I'm chunky monkey, but I'd rather eat.
Yeah, it's cushion for the pushing.
Right?
Yeah,
I would rather eat than anything.
Right.
And if you want to eat, go ahead and pull up.
But you know what's weird is that when you're out and now, like say when I was tweaked out and skinny, wasn't nobody saying nothing then.
Right?
You know, so I feel
and
like
that's when they should have been saying something.
You can't please them. You know, that's one thing my wife taught me is like, no matter what you say, they're going to find something to talk about. Your nose, my teeth.
She was saying they zoom into something. Oh my gosh.
Do. But you know what? Now what I do is I'll eat like, because I do a lot of different podcasts and I go on different shows. They always find something. So what I do is I'll even like to comment. I'll be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, my shoes didn't fit.
Yeah.
Or,
I think someone left a negative on my TikTok and I hearted it Like I just like thanks
It's
for taking the
better.
time.
Like, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Because
like,
if you look at it, they're still taking the time
that's what I said.
to
Yeah.
watch.
Thanks for taking the time to like say something.
And I feel like that makes you better. You know, it helps you build your character.
Yeah. Well, I think I have thick skin, and I feel like we're kindred spirits in that. That I'm like everything's positive, you know, I'm happy, you know what I mean? And I choose to be happy.
Even in comedy, like I did a show in Orange County, and it was like a homie crowd. And just because I when I do shows, I like to dance before I go up there, because I feel like it gets the crowd pumped up, right?
And your energy.
Yes, exactly. So I'm dancing to his old school song, and this guy gets so pissed. He's all like, "Hey, are you gonna dance to my song?" And he's like trying to fight me because I played him and his wife's song. So, you know, the old me would have been like, "All right, let's go settle this fight." But, you know, me being more professional now, I'm just like, "Hey, homie, you know what? My bad. I didn't know this was your guys' songs." I say, "Look, after the show, do me a paro, dog. I'm gonna play the song again. Dance with your lady, dog. Bring her out here, and I want to see you right here." And he goes, "Serio?" And I was like, "Yes, homie, right here, dog. This is gonna be you." And I want to see some hugging and our LeBeau stuff, right? And he's like, "Oh, thanks, homie." So I realized, like, you know what? It's not even about that, you know. Like, it's all good.
And his problem is not with you.
Yeah, he's probably
got his
mad
own
at
issues.
home, or he's getting messed around at work, you know.
Something.
So it's better just to fight it with like something positive.
Yeah, like that saying, you know, kill him with kindness. You know
exactly.
What I mean? And if that doesn't work, then just walk away.
That they're drinking.
Yeah, that too.
That's a big factor. You know, you have to know how to maneuver. You know.
So, have you ever dealt with like hecklers, like drunk hecklers?
I went to a car show one time with Joel Cholo, R.I.P. They threw a bottle at us.
Oh my gosh.
They threw and because we were doing.
Wait, was it full?
It was empty. If it was full, I would have caught it and drank it.
Yes, you see, we think the same.
I would have been like, "Hey, throw me your sister, homie." Throw me some underwears or something.
Throw me some Coke.
Sell those shits on eBay.
Right?
Yeah, but
wow. So how'd you deal with that? So he threw an empty bottle up there.
It could have got ugly. Thank God, you know, because like I said, Joe was always level-headed. I was pissed. I was gonna go to my car and do some madness, you know.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Bro, like they don't know your hood like that." He's like, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
And I was gonna like go all out. Like I had just got out, so I was like mentality like I'm gonna dump on these fools.
Yeah, you're like, let's go.
But then he's like, "What are you gonna get out of that? You're gonna get busted for what, bro?" He's like, old guy was like maybe 40 years old, drunk out of his mind.
Yeah.
By the end of the car show, he had peed himself.
Oh,
he's like, "Bro, look, this guy just peed on himself." And I was like, "Damn, that's true."
Too bad there's no footage of that.
Exactly. You know, and what helps me is, like I said, my girl, you know, she doesn't drink. So she'll tell me, like, because I think I'm cool, right?
Yeah.
And she's not drinking, so she'll be like, "You made a fool out of yourself." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I was good." And then she'll show me video. And I'll be like, "Damn, I was pretty dumb."
But that's good though. Like
it's a reality check.
Because you won't believe her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll say she's a hater.
You see that? She's a videographer too. She a videographer too. She got you.
Yeah. So it's good, you know.
So rest in peace to Joe Cholo. Him being gone. I hate that I didn't get to meet him, but I feel like I know him through you and through Angel Ray. And
I have his name. I have his little thing tattooed on me, and I got it because, you know, everybody used to be like, "Oh, he was my homie, he was my idol, he was my mentor." But the day he died, like I felt like, because right before he died, he was like we still like video call.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because, you know, like, he was in a wheelchair, and like I feel like he lost so much. He died so young, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do the whole viral thing, and I wanted to do this because that was his dream. He had dreams of like doing Cholo comedy, going viral. So everything I do, I did it because that was some of his dreams, you know.
I love that.
He wanted us to break through, and I feel like now that there's a bigger platform, like the homies on Hulu and Mayans, and it's more accepted, so it's gonna be easier for us to break through.
So his dream is living on through the things that you do.
It's good.
That's beautiful. I love that. Oh my gosh. So what is the main major goal? Like you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I want to be like good in comedy, like meaning good where like my dream is to like be where I can go somewhere and people are like, "Oh, what's up, Young Beavz?" and be able to use it like in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, and make a positive impact for like my gente, you know, raza, for us. You know, because I feel like we don't really have good role models, you know. And the ones that we do are like, "Oh, I don't fuck with these guys because they're ghetto or this, you know, or, you know, like I want to make
our community it judges us worse than anybody else. And then we judge ourselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But one thing I do say, and I've seen, is if you make a change, it'll rub off on people.
Yes.
It does. Like even at work, like people will be like, 4 a.m. And I'll be like, who cares? We get a break at 6.
Yeah.
And just take an extra 2 minutes, bro. Like sit in the bathroom, just chill out, you know?
You're like, we'll be done earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank God we have a job.
Exactly. You know, so that's how I always been. And so my whole ultimate goal, I would say in 5 years, is for my book to hit. And like I feel like it is gonna hit because it tells a backstory to me. And the only reason why I even came forward with my story was because like I feel like a lot of comedians, you just see them like on TV, Comedy Central, but they don't tell you who you are.
We have no idea where they came from.
Nothing.
Or how they got there.
Exactly. So that's why I talk about how I came up, all my trials and tribulations, and where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's great because I feel like back in my day, you know, because I was a teen mom, I feel like if people would have been talking about it, you know, I could have maybe learned from it.
Exactly.
You know,
thought twice.
Or thought twice, you know what I mean? But it was so hidden.
Yeah.
Until MTV made it popular.
Exactly. Teen mom. Exactly.
Right?
Now everybody wants to be a teen mom.
Yeah, and they made it all popular now.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love that you're sharing your true, authentic, unfiltered story.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, it is way better. Before you go, I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
And I don't know why I thought of this today in my kitchen while I was making dinner, but it's called First Thought.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to let... I'll do my first 5.
Okay, first 5.
And what it is, I'm going to say a word and you just blurt out within seconds.
Okay, seconds.
Your first thought. Okay? Here we go. Stone.
Stone?
Stone.
Oh, stone.
I didn't say stoned.
Oh, stone.
A stone.
A stone? Like a piedra?
You're cheating now.
Like a piedra?
You want the definition, bro?
No, no, because I can't hear good.
Stone.
Okay,
like a rock.
Stone. Broken.
Okay. Pepper.
Salt.
Chancla.
Spanking.
Honda.
Civic.
I knew you were going to say that. Boss.
Hate.
Oh, I was going to say, you better say Janet. She's sitting right there. You better say Janet. Okay, no, you go with your 5 now.
My 5 would be thirsty.
Girls.
Sleep.
I need it.
Blue.
White.
Soft.
Hard.
Fluffy.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Okay, your next ones. Weave. Why'd you look at my hair when I said that? He straight looked at my hair.
Stolen.
It's not stolen.
Yeah.
Okay, ranch.
Boys Ranch.
Boys Ranch.
Yeah, that was a job before.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm taking you back, huh? Chain.
Of command.
Okay. Rag.
To riches. Am I cheating because I'm saying a lot of words?
No, you're good. That's the first thought. I love it. Snitch.
Get stitches.
That's right. Yes. I was like, please say stitches. Yes. Okay, now you're 5.
My 5, solid.
As a rock.
Tall.
Short.
Money.
I need it.
Black.
Paper.
Scared.
And naked.
I like that show, Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me. I truly had a blast. I would love to have you back on the He Said, She Said. It's a panel where we talk about topics and relationships and stuff. I think that would be fun. Is there anything you want to plug before we go?
Just my show in May. I have a show in May, and just my book. Everybody look out for my book. It's going to be released within maybe the next 3 weeks tops.
That is so exciting.
And it's gonna be Misled Kids. And it's gonna be we're releasing it on ebook first.
Okay. And
then maybe within 3 months I'll do the whole paperback and look out for the book signings and all that good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And then May 12th I'm gonna do a show in the city of Riverside. It's gonna be at the Taco Lounge, 951 Taco Lounge.
Okay.
It's gonna be me and Juan Garcia. Choose Juan. He's a good, funny comedian right there.
Yeah. And where can they find your schedule?
Just everything, they can follow me on TikTok. It's Young Beavz Comedy. Instagram, Young Beavz Comedy, and I also have a Facebook, even though nobody uses that shit.
I know.
Young Beavz Comedy. It's out there, you know?
I love it. Okay. And as you're talking, it'll be right underneath you so people can find the schedule and go and enjoy him live and in person. This has been the Crown Peach Show with Young Beavz. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow, subscribe, hit the like button. And if you email me, keep it simple. Kiss it.
You know what, as guys, I feel like we got it made, right? You want to talk sexy to your girl, you be like, girl, I'm going to put some fucking pipe on you tonight, right? Girls, what are you going to say? I'm going to put this pussy on you. They don't sound right, man. Hey, I'm going to give you this backwards cowboy. Shit, I'm going to take you to Nebraska. buskers. It just doesn't sound the same, right? You talk to a girl, you be like, bro, you better shut the fuck up, I'ma take you down, right? That shit sounds like, oh shit, I wanna get down. You get me wrong, put me in. Just take my purse and let me go. Just take what you need and I'll go home. It's crazy, right? It just sounds better, right? Even better is when you talk to a girl in Spanish, right? In English, it's like, I can't wait to look into your eyes and get lost. Hey, I'm gonna look into your soul and make love to you. In Spanish, I'm like, I'm te voy a culiar, pero como nunca te has cogido en mi vida. Te voy a coger, pero de perrito, cabrón. You're like, I don't even know what you're saying, but I know it involves your dog. And I love you so much. Because you love me, you love our dog. And it's crazy because you know what? White people love their animals. We don't give a shit about our dogs. I'm a real Mexican. I'm like, fuck, half of my life I've been called a dog.
That's how we do. Return to the noise is how we do. How we do. You know it's how we do. Here goes, kick off your shoes, relax your feet. Keep your iceberg, step chair, bring the heat. Classes in session, everybody take a seat.